My journey to become a ballerina, it's quite a long one. It all started with a magazine that I found in Sierra Leone, and this woman inspired me to become this person that I am today. I ripped the magazine, the cover off, and I put it in my underwear, and once I got adopted, I showed my American mother this, and she told me that I could become this ballerina. And I first started taking classes, and I hated it, because all I wanted to do was actually become this ballerina, and I didn't understand that there was a process. And so I went to a different school and I started taking classes once a week, twice a week, and then eventually by the time I was 10 years old, I was dancing 5 days a week. And I already had my first pair of pointe shoes, and my first performance, real performance, was when I was about 13 years old. My mom was very supportive, like of all her children. There are 11 kids in total, 9 were adopted. But she wanted the best for us, and she would do anything for us. She would talk to our teachers to make sure, do we need extra help in certain, certain subjects in school, because she wanted to make sure we had the life that she didn't have. And, unfortunately for her, she didn't get the support from her parents. And she wanted to make sure that, we knew that that we had the support from our parents, and we didn't have to feel that way when we grew up, and, and we wouldn't have to regret it. So we're very lucky with that, yeah. It's incredible to be part of such a large family. I think it really helps so that when we went to school, we would know how to share. Sharing is caring. And I think it also it was the best thing for us. It was the best thing also for me. It helped me learn that it was okay to love somebody. Because that was the thing I really had to struggle with, was the fact that, I always thought if I cared about people, then they would be taken away from me, because that kept happening to me over and over and over again. But then eventually, so many people, like my mom especially, and my dad, they were able to help me realize, it's okay to love people. And everybody in my family was able to help me realize that. But if I didn't have that kind of family, that big family, I feel like I wouldn't be able to have been able to realize that if it wasn't that kind of family. But yeah, I've been experiencing such an amazing career so far, and I'm really excited to see how it plans out. Dancing makes me feel free. It can also make you feel trapped in a way, but that's the thing, is the fact that you can have so many different emotions without using your words. And I think that's absolutely incredible, to express yourself in the deepest form of expressing yourself. I think that's the definition of being an artist. And I get to do that every single day and every hour of the day. And I get to change people's lives by just the way I look at something, the way I present my arm, the way I present my foot, the way I give my hand to my partner, or just the way I have done the whole performance in general. I can change somebody's day, and I think that's absolutely incredible just by using my body. I love dancing in general. I love dancing in my living room. I love dancing at clubs. I love dancing in the street. I love dancing in the shower, except I am a bit clumsy. I know, I am a dancer, but I'm a very clumsy person. I run into walls all the time. That's pretty much how I usually get my injuries, is the fact that I'm clumsy. But yes, I love dancing outside of ballet. No, I just love to feel how the music is going, depending on what the music is. It depends. If it's like hip hop, I dance a certain way. If it's lyrical, I dance a certain way. If it's house music, I dance a certain way. But sometimes I just like to be silly, and even if my friends feel awkward, I usually like to get them into the mood of dancing. So I'll do something silly, or if something is actually really, really boring, I'll just run around skipping in the room just to get people to just laugh and to actually, to have fun. That's the whole point of being somewhere, is to enjoy yourself. I mean, in general, I love music, but I would say a certain genre, I'm not an opera fan, I'm sorry. But anything that can speak to my soul or can move me is just something I enjoy. I'm a huge fan of Beyonce, of course, and then not only because I worked with her, but also because I think she has a great personality. She's a hard worker. She doesn't let people push her around. She strongly believes in what she believes in, and she doesn't let other people tell her that she can't do what she can't do. So that's also the way I think. If somebody tells me I can't do something, then I'm gonna do it. Just so they understand, this is something I want, and I'm gonna prove you guys wrong. She does the exact same thing. So Beyonce, I love Beyonce. Yeah, great. How I was working with Beyonce, it was absolutely incredible. I definitely thought this email was fake when she sent it. It was just absolutely incredible. She was an amazing person to work with. Her whole crew, her family was there. I introduced myself to Jay-Z. Blue showed me her ballet positions and we did ballet together. It was absolutely incredible and I really enjoyed it. And just having those incredible, inspirational women also around me, and the whole, just that one clip was really inspiring. And I was really happy and really honored to be a part of that. The highlights of my career so far is, I don't know, I've had some amazing moments. I think just performing in general. I love getting the opportunities. Like when I first got to work with David Dawson, that was one of the greatest highlights of my career. Growing, I love growing, and it really doesn't matter in what way, or if it's in a big way or if it's in a small way. It's just the fact that I'm one step closer to becoming the artist I've always wanted to become, and that's my main goal. Another great thing I'm hoping that maybe you guys will be able to come and see me perform is I'm going to be performing Aurora in Sleeping Beauty. I don't know if you guys have read the book, but it has always been one of my dream roles to do ever since I was a little girl, and my mom made me this tutu out of a bridal gown from a thrift shop, and she dyed it pink and then put like 1,000 crystals. So I'm doing one of my dream roles in a few months, well, in December at the Dutch National Ballet. So there's a lot coming up and I'm super excited and I can't wait for it to, for people to see it. Recently, just about a year ago, I became the ambassador of Warchild Holland, and throughout also this book, you can also Hope in a Ballet Shoe. You can see how the fact that I was lucky enough not to be truly affected by the war as badly as most kids are. And now that I have a voice through a war child, I want to be able to help kids and to go to these places that are affected by war and help them, because Warchild Holland, what they do is they use the arts. And since I'm in the arts, arts is what saved me. And I know it can save a lot of kids who have been affected by the war. And what they do, they don't force the kids to talk about what they've been through. I wasn't forced to talk about what I had been through. I used dance for my voice and to dance out the pain I had been through. And so what we do is we draw with the kids, we dance with the kids, we sing with the kids, and it's their way of letting out the pain. It's their way of feeling safe, and that's the main goal, is to feel safe again. Writing Hope in a Ballet Shoe with my mother, it was actually quite an interesting process, because since I got adopted, we've been writing the book, I guess you could say. Well, and it's funny also because I just never wanted to talk about my story, but it seems like I talk about it all the time. I told her, I'm going to tell you this once and once only. And I actually talk about my story almost every single day, but it was mostly just so I could talk about the struggles that I've been through. But then I realized the more I was telling people about my story that, I could actually influence people and I could change their lives. So we thought, okay, well, why not write a book about it? And then we got approached by Random House, and and we ended up making a book called Taking Flight, and Paper and Faber asked if they could join in on that. And they made Hope in a Ballet Shoe, and it's been an amazing process so far, and I think it has also helped me realize that sometimes I was really not the best child towards my mom. And I remember reading, like, when the final cover came out of Taking Flight, I called my mom and I was like, I love you so much. I can't believe I acted this way. I'm so sorry. You're so incredible. And I realized the little things that she really did. Like, I knew the big things that she did for me, but I didn't realize the little tiny in-between things. And those were the really important things that also shaped me as a person. And the things that, I didn't realize at the time, and I'm just really happy that it finally showed because of this book. And I'm just happy that we were able to have this opportunity to show people not only the importance about the fact that you can overcome horrible things, but also the fact that adoption is important, perseverance, hope, being who you are, believing in yourself, loving yourself, and the support of family and family in general. Ballerina Dreams is a shorter version of Hope in a Ballet Shoe. It's for younger kids, and it's also, I think it's a lovely book, and I love the pictures. It's illustrated by Ella Oxton, And I think one of my favorite parts in this book, I'll show you right now actually, when I first meet my American mother, and it's when she's hugging us for the first time, and it's just my favorite part, and I think she captured us and our personalities perfectly, and it's just such a sweet book, and it's just my journey of becoming this little ballerina, and I think kids will also really enjoy it. It's also about perseverance and just believing in yourself and dreaming big and knowing you can accomplish anything you put your heart to. What I'm hoping that children will take from Ballerina Dreams is to never give up. Is that, yeah, it's that you can accomplish anything, no matter what your circumstances are, no matter, you know, how you feel at a certain point, or if you feel, you know, I'm not good enough for this, or I'm not smart enough to do this, or I'm not pretty enough. It doesn't matter. If you believe in yourself, or if you have somebody who believes in you, believe that they are being honest, and that, you know, that you can accomplish anything that you set your heart to. I have been told that I've been somebody's inspiration, and that really means a lot to me, to be their inspiration, to be their role model, to even be the fact, I've been told several times that they started taking ballet classes because of me, and that's absolutely crazy, and it really inspires me to continue. Who inspires me? My mom. She's an amazing influence in my life. Different dancers that I work with, my peers, people in general that I meet every single day. People who never give up inspire me. People who, you know, they've just been through so much, and they still keep fighting, and they still keep going, and you know, they still smile every single day, and they're still able to push through and, yeah, and enjoy life.